Hello friends, it is day 1 of Anime Expo. This is a 4-day anime convention taking place at the Los Angeles Convention Center, and I believe it is the largest anime convention in North America. I was going to film more of the setting up process, but surprise, surprise, your girl forgot the battery to her Osmo Pocket, and the actual device itself was low on battery, so I literally had 2% to be filming everything. My setup is a bit different for this event, and I did set up solo, so it did take me pretty long. I arrived and parked at around 8 a.m. I don't think I was done setting up till like 1 p.m., which is really long according to my standards. Getting into the convention this morning was like so stressful because most of us want to park in the South Hall parking lot because it connects directly to the lobby of Kentia Hall, which is where Artist Alley is. So it's a very short and easy walk, especially when you're trying to haul your merch over in suitcases or wagons. But then when we got there at around 6 a.m. today, South Hall was not open or available for parking, and they said it wouldn't be open for like 2 to 3 hours, which makes no sense because the con opens at 9 and artists are actually expected to be show ready by around 8 a.m. And so I'm like, make it make sense. It was honestly so stressful. This is how the table is looking. It is so full, and I feel like everything is super cramped in there, but it looks nice, or at least I think so. Ta-da! Catalogs are right over here. Stamp rallies. I have the sticker sheets that self-serve right here. Ta-da! I got some new charms in for this event. All the one-piece eggheads. And then little Linking Howls charm as well. A new enamel pin board. I like downsize the boxes so that I can fit more pins onto one board. Also printed out little price signs, and oh my god, look at how cute the Haikyuu pins turned out. This entire board makes me so happy. This is the state of the chaos back here. We have very little space. Our borders are marked with a line on the floor, so us and our things can't go past this line or we may get yelled at, and so it's very tight, but we've made it work. I've also tried to stuff as much things up here as I can, so like tote bags, bucket hats all along here. We have some charms, more tote bags, and then a whole bunch of charms down here, and also enamel pins as well. I also bought little metal grid panels for this convention, just so we are able to hang baskets and things to help with organizing. Like right here on both sides, we have paper bags for checkout, smaller paper bags down here. Stamp rallies, one here and then one all the way over there. But for this convention, I had it set up where there's 2 windows to take customer orders, and so I've split up all my inventory into like boxes for both sides. So like we have Haikyuu enamel pins here and one there. We have a box of charms here, then one over there where he's doing stamps right now. So everything's split into 2 just so we don't have to reach over each other and kind of bump and then slow the process down. It is 11:25 right now. I'd say sales are pretty steady, nothing too overwhelming yet, but it also has only been around 2.5 hours into the day, and I'm sure people are still filing in. As per usual, we have stamp rallies around these parts. This is a one-piece egghead themed, and then the prize is this kind of ginormous but still very cute shaker charm. Honestly, I love it so much. It turned out so well. All the little pieces inside are designed by the different artists in the stamp rally. And then I also have the Studio Ghibli stamp rally. The idea is like Polaroids, and then you travel around Artist Alley to get a little stamp or like a picture of the different little Ghibli characters. A little map on the back. And our prize for that one is this little linking acrylic charm, and each charm is designed by a different artist in the stamp rally. We did go a bit more extravagant with the prizes this time with the shaker charm and the linking charm, since it is AX, and it is such a large event, so you know, you gotta go all out for the prizes. And you said you were in the stamp rally, right? Yeah, let me get that stamped before we forget. Yes, and then let me get that stamped for you. And your things are right up in the front. You're all set to go. Thank you. Have a good one. It is currently almost 1 p.m. right now. I would say the traffic is like comparable to ASEAN for me currently. I can't tell if it just feels manageable because I have 2 like windows to take customers and check them out, and so like I feel a bit less frazzled like getting transaction after transaction, or if it's just like not as bustling. But overall it's still pretty like nice and steady, and there is a lot of people here. I thankfully don't feel as hot as I anticipated, but we did bring along like little neck fans just in case it gets like super uncomfortably hot. Then these can come in handy to save you from heat exhaustion. It's gonna be right up in the front. Do you need your stuff in a bag?
Yes, please.
And do you need a receipt with that? You're all set to go. Thank you. Have a good one. It is around 2:35 p.m. right now. I think overall sales have been pretty good, but I do notice that my tote bag sales are extremely low at this event so far compared to other events that I've done. There's 2 working theories, which I'm sure it could be either or honestly both. But the first one is that there's a lot of like free tote bags at AX. The convention or exhibitors are giving out tote bags, and a lot of people are also giving out tote bags with the minimum purchase. So maybe people aren't really looking to get a tote because they already have a bag to carry all their stuff with. But I also do think that it's because of the changing color with my tote bags. My recent large shipment of bags that was supposed to be the stock for ANIME EXPO, Otakon, and NYC in the upcoming few months, I received them and the colors are way off. I don't have the originals on me right now, but I'll take a video when I'm home and throw it up on the screen on the differences between the colors of both of the bags. The quality is fine, but the colors are just so off. And I think that might be contributing to why people aren't getting them as much, because I do prefer the original colors and I think it looks way better than the new colors that came out on these tote bags. But yeah, that's how it is right now. I did bring a good amount just in case. It is currently 4 p.m. right now. Honestly, I'm so tired and ready to be horizontal. I think it was just all the prep leading into AX and then like the setting up of AX. I feel like I'm like more stressed and tired from like all the prep work leading into this convention in particular compared to the other conventions that I've been in. So honestly, so ready to be horizontal tonight to get some proper rest. But overall, I'd say sales have been extremely steady today, and there's a lot of people participating in the stamp rallies, which is good. We are about to be sold out of the one-piece spinner pins. This is the very last one, but I only was able to bring 11 to the convention because I had placed an order for a restock of the one-piece spinner pins, 100 of them actually. And my manufacturer said they would make it in time, but they're not finished with them and they couldn't ship any. I think they might be shipping it this week, which is too late because this week is AX. So I had exactly 11 to bring along, which I know is not enough for AX. So it's very unfortunate because this is one of my best sellers. Woe is me, but you know, it happens. But on the brighter side, that means I'll have a whole bunch of one-piece spinner pins for Otakon, and I won't be afraid of running out of stock for that one. So look on the bright side, I guess. But still, this is still sad. Surprisingly, Goba has been selling like way more than I anticipated, and just like way more than he usually sells, which I'm like so surprised. But also, once again, wish I knew this ahead of time because I did not bring an excessive amount of Gulbas because he typically does not sell that well. I think he's going quicker than Gojo Cat, which is very surprising because Gojo Cat remains one of my best sellers. So very odd, but also I'm glad he's going, but I kind of wish I brought more. I'm kind of sad that I don't have more helpers because there's so many good artists around here, and I just want to walk around Artist Alley and even just the entire convention to kind of take everything in, because actually this is my very first time at AX, not just as a vendor, but I've never been to AX as an attendee before either. And there just looks like there's so many fun little things to do and so much things to shop for. And also I know everyone goes all out on their cosplays for AX, but I know most people are hesitant about bringing it into Artist Alley since it's so busy and the halls are so narrow, so they like kind of take out all their like fun props and stuff and they save those for the days where they're not in Artist Alley. But I want to see all that stuff. There's so much cool cosplays I see floating around on the internet that I like want to see in person. But oh well, here I am behind my little table. I placed an order for a restock of my Chainsaw Man pins for AX, and so I figured I would redesign the backing card, and I'm so happy with how they turned out. Look! I had a moment of genius. And now they're all nice and themed, and I love them. And I also got to show y'all my backing pins for the Haikyuu pins because I'm so proud of them. And see, look. It's like all themed to the color and the slogan of each team. We got like these three right here, and then we got these three right here. And look at how cute they look all together. Oh my god, I'm so happy with how the pins and the backing cards turned out for this series. And literally me at any Haikyuu cosplayer that comes by my table, I'm like, please come look at my pins. I have all the characters that you may love. Also, this is so random, but can you believe that after like 2.5 years of vending, I finally bought myself a little handheld calculator because I was sick of switching out tabs on my phone to go to the calculator because I can't do simple mental math. But we got one. It is 5:50 p.m. right now, 10 more minutes into closing. Overall, really good first day, and I have really high hopes for the next 3 days. And honestly, I feel like I've done a very poor job of vlogging today just because my mind is like blanking out on what to say to the camera, because usually before con days, I have time to like sit down and like just come up with a list of things that I want to talk about in the vlog and stuff, and like I didn't do that this time. So like my mind like completely empty on what I'm supposed to be saying. And like a key giveaway as to how I am is that the fact that I have no nails on is my bare nails this time, and it's a con day. Who am I even? So the vlog today is all over the place. I apologize beforehand. I will be more ready to discuss the things that y'all are waiting to hear tomorrow once I get some sleep up in this little noggin, because I've been very super deprived for the past few days with AX prep. Officially the end of day one. I survived my very first day of Anime Expo. We're gonna go pack up the chaos that happened in the back because things got really messy, and I will see you all tomorrow for day 2. Hello friends, it is day 2 of Anime Expo. Today's show hours are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I got here at around 7:20 a.m. today. Definitely overslept. It was like 5:45 by the time I woke up, and we were supposed to wake up at 5, but oops. But I got my sleep in today, feeling so much better and way more awake. But honestly, it might have been a good thing that we came a bit later today anyways, since they actually opened up South Hall parking at around 7 a.m. this morning. So we were able to park there, and it was just a really close walk to get into Kentia Hall for Artist Alley. There is a bit of a line of artists waiting to get into the hall and go through security, but it wasn't that long of a wait. And honestly, it's kind of worth it just because the hall is so close to Kentia that if you are an artist carrying a lot of stuff in with you that day, it just makes it so much more convenient. So I changed a bit of the setup. The art print and the sticker sheets are still the same. Everything over here is still the same. Enamel pins and stickers, bucket hats and tote bags up there. And that's the same right there. But I was noticing that the catalog was over here, and people weren't really seeing it nor like taking it to take a look at the catalog. And I think it was also kind of covering the charms here, since I didn't get many sales of the mini charms yesterday. So I moved the catalog right over here. We brought back the gacha in the front, and the business cards are here, so I'm hoping like people either look at the cards or like they see that the catalog is right there easier when they're checking out with us, and they'll just pick it up from there. But that's what it's looking like now, with the #1 helper in the back. They open Artist Alley, I would say 20, maybe 25 minutes before 9 a.m. today. I was like getting the table ready, and the intercom was like, Artist Alley opening in 5 minutes. I was like, oh, I am not ready. It is 9:15 a.m. right now, and we're all done with setting up the front and also getting the back in order. And so now it's go time, and I am so excited for day 2. How are you feeling today?
Not good. My voice great.
I'm so sleepy. I wanted to show you all how I kind of label all my containers in the back for the convention. So there's a sticker on the top that shows the pins that are in the box, and then when you open it up, I've kind of made a grid with the tape to match the view with down here. And then I have both the number and also the name of the character. And if there's like ones with multiple of them in, it's all labeled. And then up here, since all the haiku pins are just 14, I just kind of did a general label. But if it does have a different price, I'll put the price of that pin there. And then everyone is in here. And it's all nicely labeled. Same idea for the charms as well. This is a 1 through 21. You open it up. Grids are all up here. Number, name, and then everything is organized down here. And then I keep some of my other enamel pins in this container. They're all in here like this. And then for these one, I have them labeled by also number, name, and since these enamel pins all kind of have different prices, I have the prices all along this side just so it's really easy for my helper to reference. For my mini charms, they're in a smaller container, but same exact concept. I got a new organizer for my stickers. This is actually a like trading card organizer box, and these labels are also made for like trading card boxes, and so they fit like nice and perfectly into here. Printed out labels with all the numbers, the stickers, so it just makes it really easy to flip and find the one you're looking for, and everything closes and sits really nicely in here. And this box, I believe, was like 4 by 3.25 inches, and my stickers are 3 by 3, so they fit perfectly into these. Might be a bit extra, but we brought entire air purifier from home because I'm terrified of getting sick, and we have it connected to a little generator. And do you need a receipt with that? Okay, you're all set to go then. Thank you. Have a good one. Artist Alley is honestly such a nice place with such nice people. I've been getting so many little snacks from everyone. I came back from walking around at exhibitors and he got ducked. It's a duck wearing sunglasses. I want to get ducked. It is currently 1:10 p.m. right now. I took some time to kind of run around because I wanted to see the exhibitors honestly just to take a look at the giant Luffy there. But oh my god, this con is huge. Like, I knew in theory how big it was, but since I was stuck behind the table all of yesterday, I didn't really grasp how many things there were that were here. And I think from behind the booth, it doesn't feel that crowded, and so I actually entered the crowd and was walking through Artist Alley to get to the front and just through the rest of the convention center to get to the exhibitors side. But there is a lot of people here, and I definitely felt the heat when I was in the crowd. Overall, I think sales are pretty good today, but it feels a bit slower than yesterday, but that is understandable since yesterday was July 4th, so I'm sure a lot of people had that day off because it was a holiday, and today's a Friday, so maybe not as many people could take off work to come today. I did make a catalog for this convention, and I got it printed out front and back on 11 by 17 and got it laminated. I was told that it is nice to have a product catalog, especially for AX, where it tends to get really crowded and a line can form and people are waiting, and so they can just take a look at the catalog to get an overall view of all the products that you offer, because a lot of the time when there are people in front of your table, some parts of your display is bound to be covered. So this is nice and helpful for the attendees. And on my catalog, I also have a QR code that you can scan, and this actually takes you to my online catalog, which is basically this, but you can view it on your phone or whatever mobile device you have. So it's nice for them to also be able to do it through their phone, or maybe keep the tab open to take a look at it and maybe come back on another day if they want my stuff. I think the change in placement for the catalog is working out well. I see more people picking it up to take a look at it, and I think moving the catalogs elsewhere also really helped people to be able to see my little acrylic charms better. Sales for those have been much better today compared to yesterday, so I'm really glad we made that change. Now let me get that stamped for you as well. Here is the hat, and let me get you your stamp. You're all set to go. Thank you. Have a good one. You're all set to go. Thank you. Have a good one. It is 3:25 p.m. right now. We're doing pretty good. I think comparable to yesterday's sales numbers. Remember how yesterday I was really afraid of running out of the Goba hats because they were selling like crazy? For some reason, well, today, sold none so far. So you never know what sells on a day-to-day basis. But it is 3:25 8:35 p.m. right now, and hats have been selling really well for both days. I'm not surprised. It is my bestseller. I have 50 of these in our cubicles and currently down to 20 hats, so a lot of them have sold so far. I do have extras in case we run out of the ones in the cubicles, which I think, just judging by the pattern of sales, I think we'll be out of them by tomorrow at the latest, so that's good. I am so sad about the one-piece spinner pins though, because people keep on seeing the display and they're like, no, it's sold out. Can I take the display? Do you have extras? Are you restocking tomorrow or the next day? And I'm like, I wish I was, but I don't have any left, so I'm so sorry. But they will be available on my online shop, so it's like you can get them there, but I'm sorry, I don't have any. I feel like no matter how early I was prepared to like prep and order things for AX, it still wasn't early enough. And it's like, god damn, do I have to like order stuff for AX like 4 months in advance now just to be prepared for all the manufacturing delays or mistakes or shipping delays or being held by customs? I don't know. Oh my gosh. I have 2 cats at home and they both love to hang out where I keep my bucket hats and tote bags most of the time on the bucket hats and tote bags. So inevitably, whenever I bring these black bucket hats to the con, I carry their love with me in the form of fur. And so I always have to have like a little mini lint roller on me now to get rid of all the fur on these hats. It's like not as noticeable on the other hats. So there's like some fur or something, but like it's so noticeable on the black hats. So lint rolling away. Give me some party. It is the end of day 2 of Anime Expo. I feel like today was pretty on par with yesterday. At least it looks like the numbers are looking like that. But overall, successful day, really good. I am both excited and nervous for tomorrow, since tomorrow is Saturday and I anticipate that on being like the busiest day, but we're gonna go eat some hot pot for dinner, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Hello friends, it is day 3 of Anime Expo. Today's show hours are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I came here today around 7:15 in the morning, found parking, got in really fast. They actually just kind of let all the artists and vendors walk through security today instead of having to like wait in line and get all of our bags checked, which happened yesterday. So I don't know why that changed, but that was actually really nice. No waiting, we got in really quickly, set up our table, and then I had some time to walk around Artist Alley for a bit before the show starts. The lines outside today as I was driving in looked pretty long, and I think everyone is just anticipating on Saturday being the crowdest, the busiest day, so hopefully those numbers reflect our hype. But I would say that walking around the convention, talking to other vendors, attendees, and also just checking all the videos on social media of Anime Expo this year, it seems like there is a lot better crowd control compared to last year. So honestly, I was a bit afraid to walk around the convention center because I was expecting to be like really sardined within the crowd, or it to be like really hot or like really hard to get around and move. But honestly, I had a pretty easy time walking through the crowd and navigating. It did get congested at some certain points, but nothing where I felt like I was being like kind of sardined in from all sides. So I don't know if crowd control is better this year, or if they opened up more parts of the convention centers, or more maybe entrances and exits, or whatever happened this year, but it definitely felt a lot more open and less crowded when you're like walking around the convention. I am also repping William's headband today. So I have quadruple buns, like 2 here and 2 here. Sun's out, quadruple buns out. They're so cute. Do you need a bag for this?
Please.
And would that be all for you today? I do have a 3 for $40 deal. Did you want to add another pen, or just these 2 is good? Do you want these in a bag? You have a good one. It is 1:45 p.m. right now. The helper is stamping some bags. What happened? My face is missing. I'd say it feels pretty busy. I honestly don't know how the numbers are comparing to the past 2 days, but just like vibes-wise, it like feels busy enough that I kind of don't want to brave the crowd to go to the bathroom right now, just because it's so crowded. I don't like walking and like start dating my way through, so maybe a bathroom break will be for later, but there's a lot of people here. I just got gifted a sticker. It says, I survived AX 2024. This is going in my yearbook. I abandoned my table to go see a giant smisky. I don't even know if it's here yet, but I hope we see the giant smisky.
How's good? Okay, keep moving.
Duolingo? What are you doing here?
I don't have my camera, man.
Bro, what's Duolingo doing here?
Duolingo, my camera. Duolingo!
What in the cursed Totoro? That's so cool. We left our tables to go find a giant smisky. Did we complete our mission, Macy?
No.
We're very sad. I am finally back and my helper is hard at work. I feel kind of bad for leaving him alone so long, but we're back and working now. I was unsuccessful in my mission to find the giant smisky, but I did buy some more smisky boxes. We're too busy to unbox right now, but I'll unbox a bit later. I will mention that Anime Expo does provide free Wi-Fi to all of Artist Alleys, so they'll send out an email before day 1 with the Artist Alley Wi-Fi and the password for you to be able to connect to the Wi-Fi throughout the weekend. I don't believe there is a limit to the devices that you can connect, but personally I was on the Wi-Fi for my Square terminal, my phone, and my helper's phone, so that's 3 different devices, and we stayed connected for the past 3 days just fine. And honestly, I think that it is so nice that they do provide free Wi-Fi for Artist Alley, since losing internet connection was one of my big concerns when it comes to vending at AX, just because there are so many people here trying to take transactions, so I'm unsure of how my actual hotspot would do down here. So overall, for the past 3 days, credit card transaction has been an extremely smooth sailing process, which I am so thankful for, because it is always so stressful whenever trying to take card transactions and your Square is acting up, you're losing data, it can't go through. It's just such a stressful experience, so I'm glad that has been like completely smooth sailing for Anime Expo. And are you interested in joining our Ghibli stamp rally for the weekend? Thank you, have a good one. We've sold at least 50 of the Marion Setney bucket hats within the past 3 days, and I'm pretty sure it's actually a bit more than 50, which is an insane number of the hats to go. So we saw way more than I was expecting. I mean, I thought it was an absolute overkill to bring 100 hats with me, but the shipment came and I was like, I'll just grab the box that just delivered. But I guess it's a good thing that we brought that second box along. You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. How did it feel to be promoted? He is actually my only employee. It is officially the end of day 3. I am so sleepy and tired. Today was quite busy, but it was honestly also really fun being able to see everyone, and thank you all for coming by to say hi. I am going to rest up as much as I can tonight so that I am nice and energized for the last day tomorrow. So I will see you all tomorrow morning. So many people here already. Whoa. Hello friends, it is day 4 of Anime Expo. Today's show hours are from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I had such a hard time getting out of this bed this morning. Opened my eyes and was like, I really can't do this, I'm so tired. But we are here, we're still alive, but we're barely breathing. And honestly, my eyes like refuse to take my contacts in for the longest time today. 4-day conventions are honestly so tough, and I have no idea how I did ALA by myself. I am so tired, and I have a helper here with me. Is this called aging? Oh no. I feel like the bones in my body are like disintegrating right now. Okay, now let's talk about expenses. The Artist Alley table package, which comes with a 6-foot table and 2 badges, was $715. Table spots are first come, first serve, so they give you a set time where everyone logs in and chooses the spot they want for their table. AX actually ships your badges to you, so the delivery fee was $13.50. And since you buy your Artist Alley registration to Anime Expo on ShowClicks, there's a credit card processing fee as well, and that is $27.38 for a grand total of $757.48 for a spot to vend in Arusali. And although AX usually ships your badges to you, I think they were running behind on shipments or something because I never got my badges in the mail, so I actually had to go to Will Call to pick up my badges in person. So I believe I'm getting that $13.50 in shipping fees refunded. My housing was free since we do have family in the area, so I didn't have to worry about any hotels or Airbnb costs for this event. Parking was $25 on setup day and $30 for the convention days. So parking was $145 total for the 5 days I was here. So the total expenses is up on the screen. I didn't account for gas, but keep in mind that is also a part of the costs, and I also did not count the cost of production of goods and food for the weekend. And once again, we do have family in the area, so honestly a lot of the lunches was provided to us by his mom, which she is so sweet. We are very grateful for that. And because we drove, we were actually able to drive a whole bunch of inventory over here, so I didn't really have to worry about shipping things over or like the weight limit of my luggages. The Smisky unboxing no one asked for, but y'all are still getting. I got 3 of the bedtime series ones since I don't have this one, and surprisingly enough, they're a bit hard to find where I usually go for my Smiskies. So I want the one reading the book, and then the one with the pillow and the nighttime cap, and the one sleeping with the other little one. So I think any of those I'll be happy with. Box 1. I got one of them. I got one of them. It's the one with the little nightcap. Second one, second one. Yes! 2 for 2! One more. 3 for 3, 3 for 3. Oh, I don't think it is because I don't feel a second one in there, but it's okay. Which one is it? Oh, he's me after kind. Just an eepy boy. It's okay, 2 out of 3 is still pretty good. I still am happy with this one. This is me going to bed after cons, and also me waking up for conventions. And this one. And this one. Ah. One of my goals for the weekend is to get at least one of each Haikyuu character sold. I have 22 different Haikyuu characters, and I know throughout the fandom there's like the more popular sellers like Kageyama, Hinata, Kenma, but I was like, I want at least one of every other of the niche characters to sell. We just sold a Sakusa, and so I was like, oh wait, no, I think with him that means everyone has already sold at least once, but no, we're missing Osamu. We're missing the other 10 people have bought Atsumu, but no one has bought him yet. Someone come buy him by the end of the day so I can accomplish my mission of having at least one of each character sold. It's so unfortunate because all throughout the weekend I keep on getting questions about my One Piece spinner pin. People either see and they're like, no, it's sold out, or they ask me, can I take your display? And I'm like, no. Fortunately, the display is literally the only copy I have left. I still have to direct them to my online shop, but still, I think I would have made a good amount just from my spinner pins alone if I had them this weekend with me, but I don't. It's very unfortunate, but I am always really glad to see and hear that people really love the pin because I do too. It is one of my pride and joy, and I am already thinking about making some more spinner pins for One Piece and some other shows as well, but we gotta find the time for that first. There are too many work in progresses open right now. Y'all, we did it. I posted on my Instagram story begging for someone to come get Osamu, and someone actually came to get him. Thank you. We have accomplished our goal. At least one of all 22 boys have been adopted. I am happy and content. I'm like kind of surprised that Suki has been selling so well this weekend, like on par, if not more than the Hinata pin, which is surprising because Hinata's the main boy, so I feel like everyone wants to get him, but he has been going so fast this weekend. And also another surprising one is Yamaguchi's been going as well. It is currently 1:40 p.m. right now. It honestly felt a bit slow to begin with, but I think it's picked up at around 12:40, 1 p.m. and we had like a sudden rush of sales. There's been a lot of sets of 3 enamel pins selling since I have a 3 for 40 deal, which makes me really happy. But a lot of the times people like choose 2 enamel pins, and then I'll be like, oh, like we have a 3 for 40 sale. Do you want to add another one and just stick to those 2? And usually it'll lead to people adding on that last enamel pin since there's a deal going on. So I always suggest that if you do have deals and you see that someone is like one away from getting the deal purchased, to point it out to them, because a lot of the times the con's busy, people are trying to make their purchases fast, or maybe they don't see your sign, so they'll miss the deal. And if you just kind of throw it out there, they'll usually just go for the deal. So since I have a 3 for $40 deal, if I see someone buying 2, I will let them know about the deal. But if they're only buying 1, I usually won't point it out. And do you need a receipt with that?
No, thank you.
Okay. You're all set to go then. Thank you. Have a good one. 2:45 p.m. We are all sold out of the Guava bucket hats, which is very, very surprising. I've been saying it all vlog. He usually does not sell very well, but I'm really happy to see him go. AX is now officially over. It has been a wild ride. I have reunited with and met so many new and cool artists here. The crowds were insane, but everyone was so nice and so supportive. I definitely felt the love this weekend. Super thankful to have gotten a chance to vend here, and I hope to be back next year. But that is all for the video. Thank you all for watching. My next con will be at Otakon in DC, so I will see you all then. Bye!